Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Cooper Derkach of Northville Football. How's it going?
Good, Casey. How are you?
Doing good. So obviously a tough loss this weekend, but it was still a really good season. Not the way you wanted to end it, but it was still a pretty good year for you guys.
Yeah, like it was honestly like we had high expectations. Michael goes down, we have injuries. I go in, I do my best to lead the team. My teammates believe in me, and I think there were some games that we could have won, like the Brighton game, very close. But I think overall we got it done. We got
Yeah.
to the playoffs, which is a good goal.
Yeah. I mean, getting the playoffs, finishing out the season, with a winning record. And coming off a season, winning the district championship and all that, replacing all those seniors from last year. What was that like just to go in and get some good wins on the board and have a really good season.
Yeah, like last year with like the great senior class, like we lost so many like vital like components of the team. We it was gonna be hard to kind of like replace what we had. I think we did a great job. I think we had guys step up, juniors, sophomores, and the juniors from last year, Caden and all of them. I think we did a good job replacing, and I think there's also going to be a bright future ahead because a lot of the kids in the class of 26, like my class, I think like started from last year. So like next year we'll have like a fully like team of like that have experience. So.
Yeah. So let's your first was you kind of your first taste at the varsity football scene. What was that like for you being up there?
My first taste was in the Lake Orion game. I went in and the first drive I threw an interception. That was kind of like my welcome to varsity football experience.
Yeah.
Um, from then I didn't really play much. Michael kind of took that home. I played a lot of defense and I did pretty good on special teams and defense against Plymouth. Michael goes down. I go in and Brighton and my coaches believed in me and I just like kind of like went with the flow. I did pretty good that game and just did what I had to do.
Yeah. What do you feel like you really improved at as the season went on?
I think I mainly improved on like facing adversity. Like I made a lot of mistakes. My coaches would get on me like during the games and like I had to like kind of just like brush it all aside. Like when I throw an interception, like I used to like kind of like my confidence would go down and like now I learned to like kind of like just like keep a good confidence level and like kind of just forget what you do and just take each play by each play. Like that's like what I really like improved on, I think.
Yeah. Just as games went on, did you get more comfortable as the season went on, as you've been getting more and more experience and stuff?
Yeah, I think I definitely did. Like in the beginning, like I didn't really know like a lot of my teammates or I do know a lot of them, but I don't know if like they trusted me, but I knew like as we went along, like my teammates like started to trust, like gain trust, my coaches started to gain trust. I felt more comfortable, like I was like less nervous before each game and I think it definitely helped.
Yeah. Um, so, now with the season over, obviously I know you got a few things that you need to do before well in the next few weeks to get ready for the off season. So what do we got on tap? What are your goals for this off season to get ready for next year?
Um, one of my, like right now, what my focus is on is just getting my wrist healthy. After it broke, gonna have to do a lot of like kind of just like recovering and resting, which is like not very like what I wanted to do. I'd rather just hit the weights right away. But like after this is healed, I want to hit the weights. I want to probably gain like 15, 20 pounds. And then also work a lot of like field skills, like mechanics. I think I can work on my mechanics a little bit and do some 7-on-7 reading defenses.
Yeah. What was the best moment you had this season?
I think I don't know actually. I probably my best moment was in the 14 game, throwing the last second touchdown to win the game. It's either that or in the Brighton game when I came in after I got injured and threw a touchdown to Colin and fourth down. It's either one of those two. I don't know. I can't really choose.
Let's do the four. Let's do the. I mean, though they're both pretty good. The Fords and one, obviously to win the
Yeah,
game.
that one was
Anytime that
special.
you throw a last second touchdown to win the game, that's got to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, but to go out there and overall as a team, it's been a pretty good couple years. But what
It
is it?
has.
But really, over the off season, what are you all going to focus on as as the off season program begins, and then everyone, the 7-on-7s, and just like that, we're going to be right into spring and summer workouts.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest focus is gonna be like getting everybody in that weight room. I think the more people you have in that weight room, you build a better bond. You build like a family in that weight room, and it really helps. It like creates a good chemistry for the season. I think that's a really good component.
Absolutely. Um, and then next few weeks, just to come away with the season that you had, how do you feel like, just overall, like just being out there and all that? Have you had a chance to reflect back on things that you did right and things that you could have did better and all that?
Um, I think the things that I did right was working on like facing adversity, but I think like things I can do better is like kind of like being a more vocal leader because like I think there was points in time where like I do something wrong and like I kind of just I don't really like lift up the team. Like if we get scored on, I'm not like a super vocal person. I think I can work on that a lot next year.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cooper, thanks so much for the time, and congrats on a great season. And
Thank you.
how about we'll catch up with you in a few months?
Yeah, we will.